Hi, it's GM Sam, Journey in Gaming. Good to see you guys again here with another update on my Origins game loot that I got from Origins Game Convention June 21st to June 25th. Had a really good time, made some really good friends, or new friends, and picked up some stuff. So here's some Pirate Borg stuff that I picked up from the a publisher there. The Limithron's Guide to Naval Combat, and the company's name, let me be accurate here. It's Free League Publishing, Free League Workshop, who did the publishing for that, and this was designed and illustrated by Luke Stratton and Limithron. You can find more information at limithron.com. I'll have the link in the description below. You have on the cover the Battle of Trafalgar, which I'm sorry I didn't show the art properly, but that is a really nice battle between old ships of the line. There's a beautiful painting. If you ever want to see this in its full glory, go online. It's actually a very, very nice painting. Editing by Tyler Stratton, Alan Sugarbaker, and different people participated in its playtesting. And the different sources that were used were Sea Rover's Practice, War at Sea and the Age of Sail, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, Sid Meier's Pirates, Tunez Mike Oaken Iron from Firelock Games, and Pirates of the Spanish Main from WizKids 04. So a lot of good stuff. And this happens to be the second printing of it. But that said, it has your naval combat rules, hex water map, ships, ammunition, encounters, and cards. Now, this wasn't bad. Could have been better, but it wasn't bad. In fact, we know what happened with Spelljammer. So bad. These were the rules that were recommended to use in place of Spelljammer. Of course, you have to account for the z-axis when you have the XY, and then you have the z-axis, and then there's different angles. This is good, and it's very good. If you use these in conjunction with each other, you can pull the best of each and use it, or you can just use these rules right here, because this is specific for ship combat. And there's different ships actually have your strength, dexterity, constitution, so it has your stats for each ship, so it has a stat block. Scaling, skill ability, test difficulty. It talks about movement in position. So you're using the hex grid, so which they have a sample here, and if you own it, you can make your own copies and grab those stat blocks. But that's it. Has a hex grid, and then it talks about port broadside. So port starboard broadside shots, fore and aft, bow and stern shooting, different angles. Again, it has the stat blocks for the different ships here, more ships, and different types of shots. So you have your round shot, chain shot, grape shot. So round shot is trying to punch a hole in the hull. Chain shot is taking out the sails. Grape shot is putting holes in the sail or hitting the sailors, and talks about the crew and all its different positions, i.e. the pilot, the lookout, captain, obviously, bosun, gunner, carpenter, and then you have your rigger. Now, you need a carpenter to do repairs on the ship. So a guy can be repairing the ship, have your own Scotty, doing what you got to do to keep the ship going. You have conditions for ships, stressed and derelicts. You can level up your ships, customizing them, picking up feats. So they have feats for your ships. I mean, that's what I call it. It's not what it's called in here. But you can basically do that. Give it a magic resistance, making it aggressive. Rio, which is grappling hooks, magic tractor beams, spaceships, or steampunk. So yeah, ship stats, your ship abilities. Talking about ammunition again, and then you have different encounters and counterbalancing. And look at this art. Again, a beautiful painting here. That is amazing. Okay, pick that up, and then you have a nice little map here. Just to round it out, and you can use this for an encounter. So, and then your OGL license. But anyway, so there's that. We'll move this out of the way, and I'm going to pull out the Pirate Borg cards here. Well, let's do it this way. So we have the bestiary. The bestiary is really nice because it breaks down, and this is again by Limithron and Luke Stratton. The conversion was done by Tyler Stratton to 5e, so they have the 5e stats for all the creatures in here. So you have different types of creatures that are specific to a pirate setting. Fossil sharks, barnacled humpbacks, black whales, zombie sea turtle. That's amazing. Death blooms. You have a warlock undead, all different kinds of things. Grog barrel. That's kind of cute. That's funny. Right there. The admiral. You have ghosts. Different types of ghosts. You have the obscure oyster cult. Amazing. And just a lot of different things here. And I really enjoy this supplement. It's going to make my particular game. There's your evil sea turtle, and you have Darrow cannons, bone cannons, which is kind of, oh my god, that's amazing. You have Inquisitors, so you have your naval masterminds, your Inquisitors, your Spanish conquistadors, necromancers. You have pirate names, which I'm going to find really useful again for that game that I'm running, and then Creature Index that breaks it down. So you have this book. This is really good. It's not that expensive. You can get it on their website, Limithron.com, but you can also find it. I'm guessing they're going to be at Gen Con. If you're at Gen Con, you can visit the Free League booth and ask them where they are, or Pirate Borg. They're going to have a booth. They had a booth. I know Free League and Pirate Borg were right around the corner from each other. So Doug Shute was kind enough to introduce me to the creator of this, and had a good time talking to him. But this is a really nice product. And then they came out with the cards, which cards coincide with those things. So you have your octopus, your cursed orca, deathbloom, dire crocodile. I mean, I think it has more. Peregrine falcon, peregrine falcon. On the back side, you have, over here, you have little representations of them. Some really cool art. Look at that. That's supposed to be a black whale. So you could actually create, I can see myself using this like the jaguar, Maya. You can use this for, oh, look at that, macaw. So I wonder if these are actual rune. I'm going to have to research that to find out if these are actual from the Maya language. But either way, they're in that style, which you can use these to create your own little ciphers or writing and different things. Like, look at that death bloom. Wouldn't that be great? Finding that as a marker for a map, and then there is actual death bloom there. So, yeah, some cool stuff. And then they have reference cards for repairing the ship, dropping anchor, weighing anchor, naval combat crew actions. So that's pretty cool. Then you have your necromancers. So all those creatures are in here. Marrow mortar. Oh yeah, the different Darrow weapons. I'm not going to spoil it all. There's a couple of things in there. I'm going to, if you want to know what it is, you have to get it yourself. And then they have these cards on the other side. The Cross of the Peregrine. So basically magic items, map inked in ectoplasm. Oops. Map inked in ectoplasm. Oops, there it is. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So they're the, oh wow, it's a magic item. Yep. And you can use it as a prop too, outside of just magic items. Let me turn this around. There we go. Mermaid scales, all kinds of different little magic items in here. And then your arcane rituals, different rituals that you can do. Then rafts, canoes, piragua. Yeah, piragua, which is basically a boat, a small boat. Tartane, a sloop, and with the stat blocks on the back. So you have your stat blocks on the back. Brigantine, fluty, galley, frigate, and so on. So again, I'm not going to do it all. And it's really, really cool. So I can't say enough how this is going to improve my game. These little cards and extra props and things. I'm really going to enjoy this for that game that I'm running for a couple of kids and their parents. So they'll be sailing away and be running into stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. While I was visiting Zach Goins at his Modiphius booth, he gave me this Achtung Cthulhu player's guide that you can download here, and It gives you an agent, Frank Bully, which this is pretty cool. It gives you a actual character, an NPC or a PC, however you want to use it. So that's pretty cool. Realized that when I was going through some stuff and organizing things, I actually had this. So I'm gonna have to run this. I have to run this someday. The quick start rules and an adventure. So I want to know what this is about because it's really interesting. Look at this. Look at this guy. You're in trouble. This is its cousin. Its cousin is coming at you. You like how I did that? Its cousin. Anyway, so it's coming for you. So you guys better be careful. It's really cool. Look at this art. That's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to run that. And finally, for today, I found Heckin' Good Doggos. I know exactly who's that going to. I'm going to get it to her. She's going to enjoy this greatly. I think it's pretty cool. Someone's last day at the track. So to get that to her so she can play it once I get her dogs finished painting. That's a different conversation. Humblewood, The Heart of Daco. So it's an adventure for the Humblewood games. Not really my thing, but I think it's nice. It's from Hit Point Press. They do a lot of cool stuff. The adventure itself is pretty cool. You're going after, the True Heart, things like that. It's setting. It's not for me playing a this type of character. It's just not me, even Tabaxi. But that's my personal preference. And if you like this type of stuff, play it. Enjoy it. Have fun. Do you. Don't worry about other people because it's not about them. It's about your enjoyment and your gameplay. However, what I like about this stuff is that if you see it and you're like, I don't want to do that, look through it. You might find some ideas for your other games, your other campaigns. You might want to use a group of outcasts, or not even outcasts, a civilization within your game that, people like this. If you're running a modern game, gosh darn turtles, I'm just saying, So it's just don't look down at this stuff and say, I don't want to look at it. Look at it. It's got ideas. On the back side, though, it has big back booklet, Sarah Howlett. This one I didn't, Sarah Harlow. So this is a different setting. A little bit more familiar to certain players. Look at this. Look at this art. That is some nice art. That's something different. So I'm going to admit I didn't really get to look through this part, but I will. Just a lot going on. But I want to see that. Every adventure needs a big bad. Yeah, that's kind of scary. That is a werewolf I don't want to see. Nope. Or wolfware. Nope. Not me. So something to mess with. But that's it for today. Thank you much, guys. I wish you well. Happy gaming. I got a couple of more videos for the Origins thing to put out. I still want to go back to my the prepping series and get that out there. Please hit like and subscribe. Growing the channel would be great, and I just need your support. I have 2 announcements that are going to be coming out in the next video. I have a giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I'll announce the rules and how that's going to work. And I'm going to talk about something big that happened that's probably going to be really good for me professionally. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good evening. Happy gaming.